Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. Now I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Ever since I've injured my arm, I kind of stepped away from making videos because I enjoy the comments and the interaction with other folks, and I just can't keep up with one hand. You know, before I injured my arm, I do not have the ability to type, so I was basically hunting and pecking with two fingers, and now that I've injured my arm, I'm hunting and pecking with one finger, which you know, presents its challenges. At any rate, I'd like also to thank all the folks that has wished me well and has checked up on me and sent me PMs or maybe visited my channel. I thank you very much for that. It's very much appreciated. But I really wanted to make a video to support a buddy of mine here on YouTube, somebody that I just think the world of, and that's Brothers Keepers 111. He's having a 6,000 subs contest, and I think that's a doggone shame. I think it should be 20,000, but anyway, he is a shining example, in my opinion, of what we want our law enforcement officers to be like. And I thoroughly enjoy watching his videos. At any rate, he's having a contest, and he wanted us to talk about our favorite knives that we carry. Okay? Now, if you've watched like my collection video or something, you may have seen me put a whole bunch of knives out on a table, and so I've got a few knives to choose from. But unlike my guns, I seem to gravitate towards certain knives, and I carry certain knives pretty much all the time, especially pocket knives. So I thought I would go over four of the knives that I carry the absolute most. Now, the first knife I'm going to show you is this Winger. This is a Swiss Army knife, Winger manufactured, and you know, it has nice little rubber grips on the side there, but it also has a little lever right here, and what that does, which this isn't the easiest knife to open with one hand, by the way, but anyway, this knife, the knife blade locks. It locks, it doesn't open. Okay, and this is the lever that releases that lock. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it releases the lock, and I just always like that. I like Swiss Army knives. I always wish they had a lockable blade, and this is a little small version of it, and it has other, you know, pretty good tools like scissors and cap lifter and can opener and all the things you expect in a Swiss Army knife. Really nice Phillips head screwdriver there. And this has just been a very handy knife to carry in my pocket. And so most of the time when I leave the house, this is a knife that's in my pocket right here. Now, I also have always liked to carry a regular knife, you know, for cutting stuff. And these two knives right here are the two knives that I carry just about all the time, one or the other. Now, this first knife is a Lone Wolf Longhorn. Now, Lone Wolf has been bought out by Benchmade, but this was before that buyout took place, and I bought this knife at the SHOT Show back in 2006. Now, it has a liner lock, and the blade is right about 3.5 inches, and I've always loved the shape of this blade. It kind of has like a reverse tanto reverse tanto tip, excuse me. And that tip is also very fine and sharp, and is good for more delicate work. And the belly of the blade is just excellent for slicing, from everything from tomatoes to actually skinning out game. Now, whereas I have used it to skin out some game, like a couple rabbits or even a deer one night, I don't really like doing that because you get so much gunked up in your knife. You normally have to end up taking it apart and cleaning it out real good. It's not as easy as a fixed blade. But this has been a great knife to carry around. And the blade steel, I don't know if that's going to show up or not. The blade steel is CPM 530V, which is a really hard steel, and this knife really holds an edge well. Now, the knife that I've pretty much carried exclusively for the last year has been this Benchmade, and this is called the Sabrosa. It is a 4-inch blade on this. The blade steel is, see if that shows up, S30V, okay, which is another very hard powder steel that a lot of knife makers are using nowadays. But the Sabrosa is a kind of a, has a reverse angle on the blade. I like that. It's got a good tip. It's got a strong tip, as you see the grind. And this has just been a great little knife. I love this knife. And it has titanium handles. Now, these little indentions here, I know they're just there for aesthetics, but they used to have colors in them. And they have been worn off by being in my pocket all the time. I gotta tell you, one thing, I watched a lot of videos and guys are talking about these knives and they love these knives and they carry them every day, and them knives look pristine. I wish I knew how they did it, because I can't keep knives from getting scratched up, banged up a little bit, or like this, a little wearing on when they're in my pocket and I use them. Now, I put this other knife on the table because it's a little bit different than what most people will probably show you. This is made by Boker, okay? And this is also a liner lock. Has about a 3 1/4 inch blade and also has a little thumb stud on it. But this is a very slender, small knife to have in your pocket. And this is what I refer to as my Sunday go-to-meeting knife. When I get dressed up for church or something, this is what I usually throw in my pocket. Well, these are the knives that I carry the most of. Now, I hope you get an opportunity to go by Brothers Keepers 111's channel and check out his prizes and check out his channel in general. I think you'll like his channel a lot, like I do. And also, I would like to say that if you should pick my name, I would like you to please send my prize to XX Gorgor 1981 XX. Now this is Gorgor's page, or channel. He's come back and he's starting to make videos again, and I'm glad he's decided to do that, and I support his efforts any way that I can. So this is going to be a little shout out to him. You folks go by and check his channel out. He's a pretty nice young man. I enjoyed his old channel, and I'm beginning to enjoy his new channel. Okay, so by the way, if you're all caught up and wanting to bring up drama of the past before he closed his other channel, I don't want to hear it. If you don't like him, that's fine. Unsub me. You're not that important to me. Okay, let's make that clear. Gorgor helped me out when I first got started, and I appreciate it, and I'll help him out any way that I can. Alright folks, well that's my video. I appreciate you watching, and just remember to shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.